Dream training, okay? Because we train and we train hard so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into AmericanDreamTrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal and credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
Woo! Shout out to Coach. That was an amazing mastermind masterclass. How many people were in that masterclass? Let me see a show of hands down in the chat. Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket. And yes, we're having an aftermarket. I said if he ended it at 6, I would have one. So we're going to hang out to about 7:30, and then we're going to cut it. But I just wanted to come on and say, hey, that was amazing. Okay, if you don't have a trading home, if you don't have a group that you trade with, you need to seriously consider joining American Dream Trading. The link is right there at the top of the chat. It is pinned there for you. You don't have to look for it. Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com right now and get signed up so that you can be a part of the next mastermind class. In fact, we have mastermind classes every morning. VIP Gold is where it's at, baby. That includes all of the services. That includes weekend training sessions. That includes mastermind classes like the one we just had with Coach himself. That includes a one-on-one with a phenomenal moderator named David Yanis, who has mastered the 2-minute EWO strategy, and he will teach you how to do the same thing. It's got, let's see, help desk support, prioritized help desk support. It's got trading view indicators, hot stock picks first thing in the morning, pre-market sessions with Nate and Mark McSee. Nate is a millionaire who still comes in here and trades with us pre-market, 4 o'clock in the morning. You want to see dedication? That's dedication. The people that are in there every morning, that's dedication. Mark McSee, who comes in there and shares his screen from 4 in the morning all the way up until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's dedication. Okay, Miranda, Bruno, everybody that's on it, Ted, everybody, that is dedication. We are dedicated to Coach like Coach is dedicated to us, like we are all dedicated to you guys. We want to make sure you guys succeed. The organization doesn't get anywhere if we don't succeed. So things like that masterclass that just happened, and shout out once again to you, Coach. That was phenomenal. Are things that are happening all the time. Every morning at 8:15, we get a master class with Coach. So if you have not joined the VIP, what are you waiting for? Okay, you got to join the VIP and join the VIP Gold, baby.
This is the VIP Gold membership. If you buy the VIP Gold, it's $4,000 for the year. If you just want to add it onto your existences, it's only $1,500. We now, for VIP Gold members, have weekend mastermind class, free 1-hour text, VIP Gold help desk support. You get moved right to the front of the line. You're also going to get our brand new news service. We've never done this before. We're also going to be offering for the first time, we've never done this before at American Dream Trading, some afternoon breakout sessions. So sign up right now. And by the way, don't hold me to that add-on price of $1,500, because I originally wanted to do it at $2,500, and I'm sure I'm going to end up going up to that price. The VIP Gold add-on is $2,500 a year. VIP is where it is at.
Welcome, everybody that's on the panel. What's up? Was that a great mastermind class or what?
No idea.
Sorry. All right, Bucket. We know you weren't there, but Nate, did you enjoy it? Is that Nate?
Yes. No, that's government cheese.
Government cheese. Did you enjoy it? Who else we got in there? We got Jerry.
I don't
know who you are, Jerry.
Hey, hon,
but
you got this big American Dream Trading head mastermind group study thing over and we can't see anybody.
I know. You don't like my overlay?
I do. I love the overlay. I just wanted to make sure you knew it. How stupid of me not to understand your visual and artistic creativity in action. I'm an idiot.
Yes, man. Yes.
I'm an
No,
idiot.
it's okay. It's okay.
Cool. So how was it?
It was
Come on,
good.
bro. How
It was good. It was really good. It was very informative. It was stuff that he went into detail about that, you know, is normally reserved for the VIP members. So anyone, remember, anyone could. Who is echoing?
Not me.
Okay, so remember. Okay.
So while you're figuring that
Right.
out,
There we are.
Larry says, great class. Mustang Chris gave clapping hands. Robin SoFlo. What an amazing mastermind class. So grateful. Diesel Dan. No, that's Nate. That's government cheese. Okay.
Yeah, government cheese was the echo. I
And my
muted you,
comment-
government cheese.
My comment to you was, what's up, Dawn and ADT? Are you all trained up and ready to crush tomorrow?
Absolutely.
I don't want any excuses tomorrow. I want to hear they better come on here and say how that class helped them.
Dawn, I don't understand why I'm echoing.
I don't either, babe.
Oh.
I unmuted you because I just
Mhm.
I wanted to mute you to see if that was what was going on.
Oh,
But
okay.
do you have something else that YouTube is on that you could turn down or something? Is it your phone,
No,
maybe?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah. I got the phone muted all the way down. 'Cause I
Huh.
got my headset on. Oh.
But it's
That's better
you're
now.
not muting. It's when we talk, not when he talks.
I can hear y'all real good.
Government,
Yeah, we can hear you too.
cheese. It didn't
Oh.
That's
echo.
not that bad.
I don't know what that is.
Is that me? No. Well, anyway. So Bucket, you asked me how I did with NVIDIA. You know, NVIDIA actually chewed me up today, and I actually got out with a loss.
Really?
Yeah, I did not get in when I should have gotten in on the initial 3 huge candles that went up. When it went down, and then when that huge red candle came in to open the day, and then another candle right after it was, was green. I didn't like that, so I stayed out of it. But had I gotten in on that first huge green candle and then got the other 2 behind it, I probably would have been up pretty decent to be able to withstand everything that happened. And then as it elevated, I would have added to my position. So I know exactly what I did wrong. I had it journaled out. I got in too late.
Dawn, I thought you was out.
No, I stayed in it. I stayed in it. Because you know what? At some point, Nate, it actually came back and looked like it was getting ready to give me my money back. And then it started dipping down again. I mean, it was, she wasn't playing fair with me today. She played fair with some other people, but she didn't play fair with me today. But she played fair. Here's the thing. She played fair. I didn't play correctly today. That's what happened.
Okay.
So, but it's all good. I can accept that. I didn't lose a shit ton of money. So,
Okay.
you know, that's the good thing.
Well, that's a good thing.
And then I also benefited from a Tesla play. I've cashed in on that whole Tesla put run. So that actually evened out my loss with NVIDIA.
Hey,
So,
Dawn, Raindrops backstage.
Is she? Hey, Raindrop. there you are. Wait a minute, that looks like Ted's background.
That play
Oh,
Coach
it's
was
Raindrop.
talking about, Dawn.
Yes.
That play with Spy he was talking about.
Yeah.
I had been contemplating that for a long time to play that same play he's talking about.
That's
same
what
play.
I do.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I get into the big boys with those further out positions, but
Right.
I know how to do them. That's my sweet spot. You know what I mean? And I told you one day, you and I had a conversation one day when I said, hey, Nate, man,
Yeah.
I just blew my shit up. I went in with 100 contracts of SPY thinking I was going to take advantage of that gamma, and it was going to go up for a few points, and I was going to make $100 every time I did it. Which, had I gotten in at a support level, that would have happened. I didn't know better then.
Right.
Now I would never do that without checking where I was first, without charting it out. That was why I lost that trade. It wasn't that I didn't know what I was doing. I had the right idea, but I had no idea of the timing or the support and resistance that I needed to be at to do that.
Yeah,
Now
and
I
that
do.
might have been where I got it from, because I had thought about it one day, playing it down there like that, which is at support. And I said, well, if it bounce off of support, I can make a couple of penny run out of that. Yeah. So when he said it today, that kind of just reinforced. It's been some time since me and you talked about it.
Yeah.
But when I thought about it, I said, you know what? That's a good idea. I might try that.
I do it every day. That's how I play. You know, I when I do Apple, I can do one in or one out of the money because Apple's cheaper. But I'm Miss Renegade. I like Nvidia. I like SPY. So I go out of the money so that I can get a shit ton of contracts with those. I can get 5 Nvidia that are at $100 a piece. I might be able to get 10 Nvidia that are at, you know, $50-something a piece. And the way Nvidia runs, she's going to elevate them as long as she plays ball. You know what I mean? So
that's how she rolls. You know?
That's how she rolls, Raindrop. What's up, girl?
Not much. It was just such a great, it was such a fire masterclass. Oh my God. I just love the coach so much.
Yes.
I just love this group so much. I just had to come in and say, hey.
Well,
even though my glasses look so dorky, I cannot see today. I've just been up.
Dorky.
I don't know how you guys do this. It's just like 4 a.m. to, you know, every day.
We're addicts. Don't you know?
We're snorting this stuff. And I love what you said today, you know, about how, you know, you just have to keep going. It's just, you keep training and training and training. And that's just what I've been doing lately. And it's just nonstop. And every day I'm like, oh my God, I have so much more to learn. And then I learn more stuff. And it's just, it's just getting better every second.
Every day. I try to, and I get a lot of this from just what I hear from Coach. And Nate is phenomenal at that because he's a multi-millionaire several times over, and he never stops. He never stops learning. And I take that, I'm like, well, if somebody like him who's already achieved the pinnacle, you know, that's my pinnacle. That's not his pinnacle. You know what I mean? Who has already achieved the pinnacle can continue to go like that. Bucket, you're already clearly successful in life. But the fact that you came in here and took this on and learned it the way that you did, I'm behind Mark McSee with that. You blew us old heads out of the water that have been in here 6 to 7 months longer than you. You came in and went, meow. And normally that's kind of like something that I do. I'll come in and people probably tripped out that were in here that, damn it, how the hell did she get to be a moderator so fast? Dawn, what? But it's you got to be a certain type of person to do that. And we recognize that in each other. You know what I mean?
You have to want it. You have to really, you know,
certain people just elevate no matter where they are. You know what I mean? No matter what they're doing, they tend to elevate. And I could tell you are exactly like that, Raindrop. You are in here. You got to kind of be an alpha. You got to stand out there and put yourself out there and be ready to just be in front of the firing squad and not really give a shit. You know what I mean? And put it out there.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to say this quickly. Yeah, it's like yesterday I was asking Bucket on Zoom about gamma because I'm like, you know, I've heard him talk about it before. I'm like, what the hell is gamma? You know, and she's like, hey, Bucket, I just love you, man. It's just like you're so good. And oh, I just love you so much, Nate, too. When I hear you in the morning, it just cheers me up. I just, you know, I wish I could emulate what you guys were doing.
I'm sitting here talking on mute. It's all
well, it happens.
It's really interesting. Thanks for that.
Yeah, exactly. No, hey, the community's people helping people. That's what we do. And I learn a lot from everybody as well, right? I mean, I don't talk as much in Zoom as everybody else does, but I'll sit and listen to everybody talk.
Yeah.
So, you always pick things up and we all share them. I say it every time, 80% of ADT is a community, and that's not to take away from Coach, because the one that built the community. So, I'm sorry, Nate, go ahead, buddy.
Was that Nate?
I don't know. I thought it was. That's why I always go on mute when Nate's on, because I don't ever want to cut Nate off. So, but yeah. So you guys, you liked the class? You liked it, Raindrop?
I loved the class. I mean, it's exactly what I've been wanting to learn, and I cannot wait, for the next one. But it's just that the nuggets that are in there, just to be able to like see the coach's screen, and and really, it's like we do it every day. It's just like we already all of us that are in it, that are in, especially in VIP early every morning. It's just like I love it, because I've been doing it since December, and now it's just like I see it, and I don't need to have it explained, just like support and resistance, and just like where everything is. And I love it because I immediately know where he is, and it's just so easy to go with it. But it was such a great class for people though who aren't, in the group too, because it was just,
right.
It was just he laid a really great foundation for everyone. You can pick it up. Yeah.
So because you showed up and you went to the course, you get put on the spot. And by the way, Don, just to let you know, there's another gentleman in here by the name of Jerry. Let Raindrop answer this question. What did you learn tonight that you can take into your trading day tomorrow? What's one thing?
Let's see. Raindrop is, I don't know, I'm talking in second or third person. I'm so tired. Let's see.
You're saying Raindrop's going to go in and do this? I love it. That's awesome.
My notes. This is not for the willy. Oh, that was the other one. Not for the willy-nilly people. That was the thing Don was talking about. We won't talk about that. Okay. Well, the biggest things for me is so these were the things I had always wanted to know, which is what are they looking for in the LDO in the morning? All the free float stuff. The free float, the average volume, just all the critical things that you're supposed to look for.
Yep. Good. So you're adding more informational tools to your toolbox.
Yeah.
Trying to be up to speed on more market and that stock before you get into it. That's awesome.
Oh,
did you get an understanding of it, Raindrop?
Oh, 100%. Hold on. I can't see myself, so I can't. There we go. Hi.
Hey.
Yeah, no, a complete understanding. I mean, I had a really good understanding before, but just, it's like I really want to be able to like start growing a small account. It's just like I had a big account a while ago, and like I said before, I don't want to keep saying it, but I was in all the wrong rooms with the wrong, and it just was not a good time. And so now it's just like, now I took a long break, and now I'm back, and just every day, I'm just adding information, and not information, I'm adding all these tools. I have a huge toolkit now, right? So it's like what I want to do is I really want to figure out how to do, what, of course, Genius Nate, what you're doing every day. And, it's just, it started from what the coach was teaching. So it's just like being able to just, know what you're looking for. It's all about the hot stuff picks, but you have to know exactly what you're looking for, to pick those. And then of course you have to know, you've got to already have your lines drawn out, and I wasn't doing that, in the past. I didn't have all my critical levels, and that's what I learned. Oh my God. It was like, no wonder I wasn't doing well. It was just like, the problem was I had early success, and that was just like the worst thing, because I didn't know why I had it because I have really good intuition. I'm really great at picking things and seeing things happening before they happen. And, Bucket can tell you, on like 2 Fridays ago, I was sending, him on Zoom saying, hey, there's a 1200 call on for SMCI the day that they had the bond offering. And that freaking trade, I didn't do it because, it was a big trade. It was a really big trade. It was a big gamble because the stock had been beaten to crap, the day of the bond offering. Guess how much, and I papered it. Guess how much it's worth now?
How much?
17,000.
Oh man.
Wow.
One freaking trade. So it's just like I do that every day, all day. Like I paper things and watch them, as my test things. I'm really good at finding things. So, and so now I know that I have that. And it's just like early on, when I was trading before I found ADT, it was like, for example, like the Rivian IPO. It's like I made $27,000 on that IPO that day. Right.
Wow. Nice.
But right, but I didn't know what I was doing. It was just like I didn't, I didn't take it. It was on I was up, and then the next day I was like down. I was like, why is it going down so much? Because I didn't know better. I didn't know, grab the money and run.
See, this is good. Now you can take that intuition, couple it with the training, and you'll be golden.
Exactly. And that's exactly it, and
that's a lot of what I did too. I would have a lot of intuition about things, and even now I'll have intuition about things, but now I have the training to know about support. I'm aware of support and resistance. I'm aware of, what's happening in the first half hour of the day and the last hour of the day, and, lunchtime with certain stocks, and, gamma and delta. And those things weren't a part of my, arsenal before. Now we can use that stuff.
Oh my God. I know. Seriously.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, me too. I mean, for me, it's like I'm unfortunately I have that thing where I don't get scared, it's just like, and I can go too big. And so now I'm like, I'm really writing in my journal, and now I'm trying to just really be disciplined.
I know, dude, me too. Look, really I had no business putting 100 contracts of SPY in that day, but I wanted to test it. I'm like, listen, I have a 50-50 shot. Either this, I'm going to get $100 every couple of dollars here. It's going to go up. I'm going to be making 100, or I'm going to lose 100. And you don't, 50-50. No, there's no 50-50 shot. You've got to chart that shit out and say, hey, okay, I'm at a support level. Now let's go ahead, if I'm going to try that, and get in with these, but I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want people out there trying it. But you cannot just go willy-nilly. There is a method to the madness. You've got to learn to chart first. And if you don't know what charting is, watch Coach's videos. Carter's put 2,000 videos on this very page that you can look at about support and resistance line and what they mean. That's the missing secret sauce that a lot of people don't take seriously.
Oh my God. You want to know something funny? So
what?
I had posted in VIP, it was an annoying comment, which I apologize for, a couple of weeks ago, where, I thought I was being funny. Like, you want to grow your portfolio instead of your ass, buy the under desk treadmill, right?
Yeah.
And guess where mine is?
Where?
It's still sitting in the box, because once I was really paying attention, I was like, I can't be on a treadmill. I have to draw these freaking lines. I'm going to draw my face if I'm on this treadmill moving and drawing lines. If I really want to get in, really be on the dream team. You know what I mean? My goal is to be on this freaking dream team with you guys, with the winners. And that's the only way to do it, and I did I know that I'm going to be successful once I stop doing really dumb shit, like Monday, I was so frustrated. It was like, because Friday, I as in SMCI, and I got stopped out, because my kid couldn't find his burrito as he was running out the door to school. Like literally, it was just like this stupid, night, contract killer came, and then it was and then bing, and that 10 seconds that I looked away. I'm sorry. Is my volume loud?
No,
it's fine.
Okay, cool. I'm just kidding.
Before you continue, I want to say, Don, you better watch your mouth. You keep cussing here.
Don, really? Oh, don't get me started.
The tip jar's down there.
Yeah, awesome,
I,
awesome.
I'll put it down there.
But that
I'll put
10
it.
seconds I looked away, it was like, oh, I got stopped out. And then I was just like, oh, whatever. And then Monday, then to wake up Monday and the freaking, I had a 2-week contract. I think I don't know how many, but the freaking thing on Monday, that's when they announced that they were in the S&P and it was up 100. I mean, it just was going through the roof. And so by then I was so frustrated, right? My frustration was, through the roof that I missed that I wasn't still in that freaking trade, right? And then because I missed it twice. And then I chased it on Friday. And then I think I was also trying to like get my mechanicals right, on desktop. And so I can stop executing them on my phone, because I'm a techie, but for some reason anyway, I'm not going there. But, and then Monday, so by Monday, I'm like, everyone's of course making money. And I'm just like, oh, and my account's getting smaller because, I made my account smaller on purpose, so that I'll be more disciplined and also to pay a ton of bills. And so by Monday rolls around and of course, NVIDIA, and I jump on NVIDIA because I'm charting it. I, see a 2-minute, EW, all this signals were go, right? So I jump in and then the same freaking thing happened. I was like, I was setting my stop and moving it, I just feel better having one at the bottom of whatever. And same freaking thing happened. I accidentally got stopped out. And then of course it bounced and ran. And so by that point, I'm like I'm out of settled cash.
Right.
So what do I do? Ask me what I do, Dawn.
What did you do? What did you do, Raindrop?
Thank you. I also, because I've been complaining about it all week, I'm sure. But I also got up that was the Monday that I chose to get up at 2 a.m. because I'm on, Pacific time. So I was like, if I get up at 2 a.m., then at least it's only 5 a.m. in New York so that I can get on with Nate and everyone and start trying to learn how to do the pre-market stuff. And first it was the morning that nothing in the pre-market was moving, right? So I was really frustrated. So I go back to bad habits. Like all of a sudden all my bad, good habits gone, bad habits came in and I pick up freaking Tesla on unsettled cash, right? Thinking, okay, I'll just buy 2 contracts 90 days out. You know what happened with Tesla this week, it's just like, and I'm like, I'm going to go take a nap. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, it's getting worse. I'm like, it's fine. It's 90 days out. I'm not going to think about it. The next morning, of course, what are we doing? It's all puts on Tesla, right? I'm just like, oh my God, I'm an idiot.
The coach curse. You're in a call and coach is like, this is getting heavy.
I hate those words so much, right? So it's just like the minute he said, I was like, get out of one of them, close one of them for like a $500 something loss, which is, never needed to happen. If I had just stepped away that day and just traded the trade, never should have done that. It's like, anyway. And then I couldn't close the other one because I was still in unsettled cash. So it's just like, all right, I've just got to really learn from this. If I don't learn from this, then I'm going to, I'm not going to win.
It's going to be for nothing, right?
So today, right, so I managed to not buy anything yesterday on unsettled cash, even though it killed me. So today, like this morning, I managed to, I'm sorry I'm going on so long about this.
No, come on. Okay. We need new people on the panel.
So
awesome. Cool. I'm just crying about my Tesla. I'm never going to buy calls again. I need to put a sign up that says, buy the car, not the calls.
Right now.
Buy the car, not the calls. But that's just me. So this morning, same thing started happening. It was like Tesla's getting really heavy. Ooh,
right.
he was starting to go, right? Well, I'm getting ready to enter in, and I'm like, nope, not today. So I cut my loss, get out of that, and what do I do quickly? I buy puts. So I was finally able to turn that thing around and have, it wasn't a huge amount just because, again, working with settled cash, but it was enough that I was able to turn it around. So I had a green day. And so anyway, that's my story.
Yeah, let's give you the bell on that one. I mean, that's like, sometimes it's almost like Tesla's beating you in your head saying, hey, I'm going this way. What are you doing? You know what I mean? I'm going this way. You want to come on? I'm still going this way. I'm still going. Hello. And
Well-
finally, you get out of what you're in and go the way you're supposed to go. If you have the wherewithal to do that. Some people, they get in the wrong position and unfortunately don't have the buying power to get in the right way. And they have to suffer the loss. So
I had to suffer for 2 freaking days because I didn't have the buying power, and I already
Yeah.
have 2 violations, good faith, and I'm like, it's just like,
yeah.
no more, no more
Are
of
you
this
in those
stupid
puts still, or are you not?
me.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not holding anything like that. No. I just took the money and I mean,
Okay.
I traded the trade,
Good. Because Tesla's
yeah.
still dropping in the aftermarket.
Yeah, but I mean, it went up this morning though, and when somebody in the Zoom room was like this afternoon was saying, "Look at Tesla's like calls," and I don't know if you heard me. I was just like, "Oh my God, do not buy Tesla right now." It's just like, I wanted to say, just cash out me your money, and I'll go buy myself dinner with it because you're just throwing it away. But
Exactly. Awesome.
anyway.
You know what I found about SMCI, which I know is one of your favorites? It does more movement in the aftermarket and pre-market as it does in the day. It'll go up 150 in the pre-market and aftermarket, move up maybe $80 in the market, then drop, and then do everything in the. I wish in the pre-market, let just everything start and everybody can buy in, and then we'd have better reactions. Because SMCI yesterday, what did it do? Run up $120 in the pre-market, and then today, it's sell off, and it doesn't even get to where it opened. I mean, it's like, that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and for $1,200 stock, I need some movement.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's that stock's it's addictive just because it moves so much, and it's like I've got my brother turned on to it now, and he's super annoying because he has a really big account, and he can do what he wants, and it's just like he was literally making eggs yesterday, and I called him and I'm like, are you an SMCI? And it's just like, no shit. And I'm like, walked him through the tree, got him in. It's just like, and he's doing very well, and and then he's like, oh, what should I do later? Calls me later. It's like, I'm like, oh, take the money, take the money.
Yeah.
And then later I get a text saying, we left money on the table, because it went back up, and I'm like, seriously, you weren't even getting in the trade until I had like
right.
But
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Thank you.
Great.
That's like kind of how I've been frustrated with Nvidia, because it's been dead. I can't play Nvidia on those choppy chop days when it's going up, but it's chopping up. I like those nice, steady, smaller candles, those stair steps. So I've got to learn to be patient, and because I'm not good at trading the chop, I've got to learn to be patient, get in small, and then when it looks like she's going to do that, then add in.
So you want the Apple structure with the Nvidia price increase, is what you're saying. You want the Apple slow move, but huge price increase. Okay, Dawn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want that. I want all of that.
Okay.
Is that too much to ask, Bucket?
No.
Totally. I mean, Don, I'm hoping that you'll start doing some of the stuff we talked about in the class with me.
What?
Trading the hot stock picks, and it's just like, looking for this, playing on the support line, buying on the support, putting an order in on the support line, and waiting in the weeds, that whole thing. Just because I think that I want to get really good at that, because I don't. It's
Dude,
just
I tell you what. Let's do it, because what I did was I put $200 over in Webull, so it's going to take a few days for that to transfer over. But when it does, I want to do some of that in the morning.
You're not in Webull already?
I am in Webull, but I traded. I lost the money in that account. I had gotten it from about $50 up to about $300, and then made some stupid trades and lost it, and just didn't put it back in there, and just went back to Robinhood, what I knew quickly, and I've now rebuilt that account. So I went on ahead and transferred today $200 over there. So sometime next week that'll show up. And I want to get back to doing a little bit of that in the morning with Nate. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I'm definitely down for doing that because I know how to read the L2 with him. So
Sure.
I'm not as good as he is, of course, but that's why I need that practice, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
awesome.
I'm down
Yeah,
for that.
awesome. I mean, I want to do it during the day though too, because it's like when the coach drew the line, of just like where support was and how it just kept touching,
Do
it
you
just be
draw?
so
Do you draw those lines out?
when during this
Like,
morning.
do you like? Are you on TradingView?
Oh yeah, I draw everything out.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Oh
do
yeah,
too.
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, so that's what we can do. I mean, if we can just, I want to trade the way that he talked about today, because that's where, that's where the money is. That's where we're really going to grow our small accounts.
yeah, man.
I just want to really master that. That's the thing I want to do. But what I'm doing right now is I'm just getting all my mechanics down. So I spent most of my day just paper trading stuff, using my desktop settings and Webull and all of that, and my new everything I set up. So because
Yeah.
this morning I was
Going
in.
further out of the money is how I'm growing my account. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So it's everybody and Bucket said this last night. It's like you have a style that you're working on. That is my style. Until
Yeah.
I can get further in the money, I'm
Yeah.
finding these sweet spots out of the money and making some money on them
Yeah.
and growing this account. So it's like, okay, yeah, let's be smart with the money. Just keep doing this until you get a couple of commas in there, and then you can start to move closer to the at the money. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
For sure. Yeah, I used to do that too, but I really want to try the thing he talked about today with shares though too. That that Nate does too, and I don't know. I just think I like that because I'm impatient. Yeah.
Can't hurt. And shares are a lot less stressful.
Yeah, I mean, I still want to do some options plays throughout the day just because I mean, small ones, but I don't know, maybe, I know I'm talking out of both sides. So I'm like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
I'm like, okay, you say you want to do this. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. And then you're like, yeah, but I really want to do that. Okay, let's do options too.
Well, the thing is when you know how to make money, sorry, I don't know what I'm staring at. Oh, I think it's fair. It's just, when you know how to make a little bit of money, it's just like, your jam. It's just like for a while, mine has been NVIDIA and SMCI, right? So it's like, when I don't do those trades, it's like, I don't get paid as much, and so it's hard, because I'm giving up that paycheck. It's like when I do stupid things like I did on Monday, it's just like, I lost, the opportunity, to do that. But, yeah, I want to do both though.
Yeah, me too.
Cool.
So we will.
Yeah, me too.
Awesome.
I want to be part. I want to do it.
Awesome. I mean,
let's have a trading threesome.
There you go.
I'm not even going
below
there.
the waist again. Below the waist again.
Menage a trade.
Yeah, let's do it.
There you
Let's
go.
do it.
Come on in.
Yeah. There's so many things I could say, but I won't.
So there's a
Let it
Jerry
go.
here as well. Raindrop, you have to stay on.
What's that?
Jerry's here as well. Jerry?
Oh,
Yeah, I put in Jerry. I don't even know who Jerry is. He doesn't have his camera on and he hasn't said anything, but I let him in because it's, we're
Okay.
not going to be on that long. So, Jerry, are you there? Are you listening to us? Are you able to speak?
I hope that's not my
I
ex.
don't even know who this guy.
You didn't say you hope that's not your ex, did you?
I did.
It is.
I'm joking.
It is. I just got a text.
I should have made that plural. One of my exes.
Awesome.
I
Okay.
have
Well, I'm going to go ahead and put
girlfriend
Jerry
now.
out.
Her name is
Yeah.
NVIDIA.
Okay. Cool.
NVIDIA.
Oh yeah, it was awesome today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how'd
No.
you do in NVIDIA Bucket?
I killed today. I killed today.
Were you in calls?
Oh yeah. I look, y'all.
When did you get in?
Okay. So I had two different things going on all day. And if you look at the chart,
Yeah.
I'll do the easy one first. And then please don't take this wrong, anybody watching. When I say it's easy, it's because it's the cash secured put strategy. So I got into a cash secured put last night at 844 when the stock price was 844 for 820. So today, in the first 5 minutes, it jumped up to 889. So I got out of that cash secured put for 90% gain.
Right.
Then, as you know, it dropped down to 870. So I wrote another cash secured put, which paid me. So the first one paid me 900. The next one paid me 1,000, and I got out of that for $100 when it hit 898 today.
Yeah.
So the first cash secure put was 900. This one ended up being 900. And then the great thing is I got to write another one today at close at 876. So that was two getting out of one trade. So it was a total of 2 total trades cycled with extreme gains, right? And then now I'm still writing one cash secured put. So, and that strike price is 860 for Friday. And that'll be another $1,000 gain if we don't hit 860, obviously. So so that was just 2 to 3 trades jumping in and out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the easy part. Now the rest of it was so that's the other account. That's the retirement account. And then in day trading, you guys saw the rattiness at VWAP. In chit chatting with Mark this morning on Zoom, he thought it would get up close to 891 today, is what his analysis did. So I got in on the third candle. So, okay, stop right there. On the peak is, nope, where are you going? Nope, get into
Which part of the day do you want me to go to?
No, the whole day. Leave the whole day. So scrunch it a little bit, get it all with, there you go. So the cash secured puts easily were top, bottom, top, bottom. So that was the 4 cash secured puts. Okay. Top, bottom, top, bottom. And I got one running. Then what I did is the third candle from open, I got in, right? But I did this week's contracts. It's Wednesday. I did this week's contracts. So I was not going to stay in them long. I wanted the gains and I got out, not at the top, but close enough. And then I stayed off. I am not writing puts on NVIDIA. I'm sorry. I'm just not gonna. Because
I don't blame you.
It's nothing like them to just find a bottom and then race up and you're gutted, right?
Yeah.
So I waited until the downturn at 10 o'clock and I waited for the second little candle there and I rode that up. Only with one contract for this week, because I really thought this would be the slow burner at 10. I thought it'd be the slow burner. And then I got stopped out with a really crappy Weeble fill, but that's a whole other issue. We're not going there. And then on the at the 11:30, the lunch, what I've noticed recently is roughly there, I call it pre-lunch and then pre-lunch. So pre-lunch, NVIDIA has a habit recently of dropping pre-lunch between 10 and 10:30. And then what it does, and I'm sorry, I'm using my time. So let me go to yours. 11:30, it'll do a pre drop, and then it'll do a pre-lunch run. It's like, I don't know why. I texted Mark. I said, or whatever you call it, Zoom messages. I said, hey, Mark, we're going to have our pre-lunch drop. And he's like, no. I said, yeah, just watch. And then we have a pre-launch. So I missed this. I'll be honest. So I got out of my second trade there. I missed this. So instead what I did, because I was pissed that I didn't listen to my own words, I bought shares. So I bought shares and rode those up because I didn't want to miss the run up and feel like fear of missing out. So, nothing major, maybe 10, 15 shares. And I rode those up to the peak and then just put a stop in. Webull does a good job of filling share stops. They're just not as great with contracts.
Yeah.
And then honestly, I didn't get into the put. I really thought it was a put. And I said in Zoom, does anybody think you put on NVIDIA? And it was like, you're crazy. I'm like, yeah, I am. And so I didn't. But then at the very end of the day, Mark and I were on Zoom and we were talking, hey, we still think we're going to get to 900 this week. Maybe it's time to get into a call if it goes down to 875.
Yeah. I was hoping she'd get there today.
Yeah, I thought she was going to get to 875. And when it got to 876, I told Mark in Zoom, I'm pulling the trigger. And my goal was not that it was going to run up the rest of the day. It was capture the 876 for a potential aftermarket run, which is what it's been doing, right? Of course, today it is not running in the aftermarket. It ran.
Dude, I'm so glad, Bucket. I started to hold on to thinking she would do that because I've been watching that. And something told me intuitively today, no, she's not doing that today.
Yeah, I mean, she went up $1.50 in the aftermarket, and that's where she's
right here.
Yeah, she's just at $1.50 in the after. It's nothing. It's come. By the way, yeah, you keep scrolling, it comes down. So I didn't think that option. So here's what I did. I did a little out of the money option at the 876, but I did it for June. Again, we're now going into Thursday. So with NVIDIA, I will not be buying for NVIDIA. I will not be buying a this week option again. I give it Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday I start going into next week or next month, right? But because I was holding overnight, what's coach rule, 90 days. So that's why I bought that 90 days out of the money option. I'll be honest, I think it was 1060 or 1,000. Maybe it was 1,000, but it still costs $3,000. But in that run up before the end of the market closed, it was up $400. I'm like, I'm not keeping this overnight. I mean, I'm not missing out $400 for NVIDIA to do something stupid in the aftermarket.
Right.
So I cashed out of that. So it was a really good day. Really good day.
Good for you.
NVIDIA has treated me extremely well in the last month. But I'm telling you, Dawn, you guys preach it all the time. All the time you guys preach it. No stock, no stock, no stock. Granted, Mark Mancini knows this stock better than I do, but I'm really getting a feel for what it's going to do, what she likes, what she doesn't.
I gathered that yesterday when you were doing those call outs for me.
Yeah, telling you not to get out because Ted's like, well, I don't know if it's a breed back. I don't want it. Yes, you do, Ted. You want to breed back. She's not, because the problem with NVIDIA is if she runs up, you can even see it in today's chart. If she runs up and doesn't get a chance to breathe back, she craters. And I mean, she will rip your soul out by about $8. Like, go back, look right here. Right about 1420. She ran, she only had one breathe back, and she dropped almost $3 in one candle. She will destroy.
She will do that.
Yep. So you want her to breathe
that out
back
perfectly yesterday, by the way, Bucket.
Yeah. $1.50 breathe back is just fine on NVIDIA. You have to be comfortable with that.
Yeah.
And you want that when she's running. If she runs and does a big, like 4 straight huge candles, and you can do that at 1,300, you can see those huge candles at 1,300. Nope, keep going to the left, right there. Right, those candles, those big white candles you have. Scroll all the way up. Scroll up so you can see the top. Okay, she had a little breathe back. She only had one breathe back. She had that one breathe back right there, ran to her all-day high, and what happened? In 4 minutes, you lost.
Holy shit, yeah.
You lost probably, I think when I calculated it earlier, you lost almost $8.50 in less than 4 minutes. So you want her to breathe. You want her to breathe comfortably because then she runs.
Yeah.
But if you don't let her, if everybody pushes her, she's going to just rip our souls out. So
I've noticed that too, Bucket.
Yeah.
Just after watching it for the past couple weeks, I've noticed that. I don't like it. I don't like this shit here. These big candles. Yeah, I can't stomach these. Yeah. I can't look at it. I can only stomach it if I walk away and don't look at it and just set a stop and don't look at it. I don't like it when she acts like that. I like this stuff right here.
Yeah, yeah. You want the actual structure on NVIDIA. I got you.
Yeah,
I agree with you. And so getting to know her rhythms, you know, at the start when I met you all, I was like, you guys are idiots. What are you talking about, a rhythm of a stock? I mean, it's just candles, right? There's no rhythm, but there actually is. I mean,
There is.
I don't try to figure out here, maybe I'm wrong, Don, but I'm going to make this statement. I don't think I could ever figure out a rhythm of a Soxal, Aspire, or QQQ, and maybe that's why I don't like them, because they're not independent. Meaning
Exactly.
they're the shares. There's there's other companies, and their performance is what affects them.
Yes.
When you take an individual stock like an AMD or an Nvidia or an Apple, it's
while it may run perpendicular because it's a tech stock, it's still its own entity.
Right. Here's the deal. SPY moving down $10 does not affect NVIDIA at all.
Right. Absolutely.
But
the other way around, it does.
That's my point. So if you learn the rhythm of the stocks that make up, maybe you, but why do you want to learn?
You got to watch all of those.
Yeah. Why do you want to learn 15 rhythms? Learn one. Learn two.
Thank you.
And again, Don, at the start, again, I questioned everything y'all kept bringing. That's why I would come in, ask very direct questions, get my answers, and get off so other people could ask questions. Is because this whole idea of watching one or two stocks, I was like, this is stupid. I mean, I'm an engineer. I can watch 15 of them and just make 15 times the money. Okay, right. You can lose 15 times your money is what you can do. You know what I mean? And it's just so true. And that was one of the lessons I had to learn through the Tesla debacle. And it really works out that way by being able to understand what they're doing when they're doing it, right? And what I would tell people, if you're going to learn a stock, please be comfortable with that stock. Do not pick a stock because everybody else is picking it. If you like something, run with it, and our moderators will definitely pull it up and work it out with you. So, you don't, I like NVIDIA, I don't know why I do. I really never thought I would.
I do too. I can't leave it alone.
And I don't get scared about her movements anymore.
You like her because she pays, right?
Yeah,
she runs long. She doesn't run $2 or $3. She runs $10, $20, sometimes $30.
She pays hard. Yeah.
And I think the other thing is because AI is the new .com, right? Or the new internet, whatever you want to call it. I'm very comfortable right now with the fact that unless something came out from our government or some world news major event, the company NVIDIA has established themselves as a leader, and it is very unlikely you're going to see an NVIDIA be sitting at 825 on a given day and drop to 700. You're just not. Something's going to have to happen. Okay. I mean, maybe the CEO passes away. Whatever the major news is, or there's a war on, or what, I don't want to wish those things. I'm just, she's pretty stable. So, that's why I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, we were having
trending up for the past year.
And that's what pisses me off, Raindrop, about SMCI, because there won't be any news. And next thing you know, SMCI is down $60. And I'm trying to find news. And by the time I find news, it's back up 40. I'm like, what?
Totally.
Like, what?
Totally. Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
It's a mutant stock.
Yeah. So with the people that want to trade NVIDIA, Dawn, I think it's good to remind everybody what you said last night. I was comparing it, and TJ and I were in the members lounge chatting. If you buy 4 to 5 strikes out of the money in Apple, your volatility, y'all, for a contract a month out is 22%. If you do what Dawn did, she can go that same month out, be 15 to 20 strikes away, and the volatility is 55%. It's 100% more on the implied volatility, which means her option has the chance to gain. And everybody was questioning, how did Dawn make $400 on NVIDIA when she was so far out? It is because that stock is volatile, and she recognized the trend she wanted to be in, but because of its volatility, that delta she started with changes dramatically as the stock moves up.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just that simple.
I watched it.
And I was talking to TJ because buying 4, 5, even 6 out of the money in Apple, the volatility is so low, it's got to move 40 to 50 cents for you to move 2.
Right.
In NVIDIA, you still need $1.50 for NVIDIA for yours to move. But guess what? It's going to move $12.
Right.
I mean,
and that's why, and shout out to David Yanez, but that's why I don't play Apple, because I like fast cars.
Yep.
I like fast cars, and I cannot lie. And it's
Right.
like, you know what I mean? So I can't afford NVIDIA where she's going to give me the best bang for my buck, but I can go out and still benefit. So that's what I do.
Right. It's a perfect stock to go far out on. You know, and that's what I'm always mapping those tests.
Which means you can get smaller, you can pay less for a premium, right? Yeah. And now, for everybody watching, we're not saying go 2 months out and start trading NVIDIA tomorrow. And I'm saying NVIDIA just to piss Ted off. So I hope this is recorded. And you guys need to check. NVIDIA, Nivea skin cream, NVIDIA. I don't really care. She likes me saying NVIDIA because she's being nice to me. Anyway, we're not telling you guys to run in tomorrow and do this because of implied volatility. Please remember, Lee was very good at telling you what stocks, if you're brand new to trading with us, is, the Apples, the Ubers, the Fords, you want to get your technique and your mechanics down. Get those down first. When you understand what's, Don's been here a year. Raindrops has been trading. I think Raindrops has been trading longer than you and I combined, Don.
Yeah.
So
I don't know about that. I mean, I took time off. I think we're all.
But I mean, your career, if you said you've been trading X number of years, it's got to be more than me and Don.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I was always in fintech. So, I mean, I was always helping, I was developing trading systems.
See, I don't even know what that means.
I was always doing support, like writing code, for the trading system. I always wanted to be a trader, and I was just like, but I couldn't let go of my, I mean, it's also really hard to get on a trading desk, but it's just like, I, didn't want to let go of that salary, so.
I feel
yeah.
Yeah. So this
did you see the comment made by the NVIDIA CEO yesterday about coders?
No, what was it?
So do you know, I guess 20 to 30% of college admissions, people are learning computer sciences, learning to code and stuff like that. And his comment was, if you are deciding right now to go into college in the next 3 years, do not waste your time going into computer science anymore. AI will take care of that for you in the future, because no longer will you need to code. You will tell AI exactly what you want, and the code will be automatically written. And I was like, holy cow. That's where they're thinking. So that was incredible. So couple questions since you both ladies are here. Okay. TJ says, Dear Diary, I might have overtraded a bit today. Prophet says she likes the way Bucket said. Okay. Prophet gave up on Soxel because of the shared stocks. And then Prophet said, AMD is a very good one to play. And I agree. I think AMD is one of the middle grounds. And it's funny, AMD's doubled in its stock price since I've been with.
Yes.
So NVIDIA's done the same thing. It's just they're different numbers, right? That's all it is. But AMD is more simple. Whereas Apple is enticing. Okay, I feel dumb telling people that I'm bored doubling. So I guess this is a credit to YouTube. Prophet says, I feel dumb telling people that I'm bored doubling my account. I'm like, okay, yeah, that'd be great. Sorry, way to go there, Prophet. Love it. And then
nice TJ's
who's here. He just wanted to add that inside Soxel's not only the stocks, but the bonds and contracts that are in there that expire every day. Okay, I think that was it. I thought there was a question here for you all. No, maybe not. Okay. And okay. Yep.
Thank you, diehards that have come here to hang out with us for this past hour. You guys are amazing. I thought I was bad.
Yeah, well, I'm going to hit off what Raindrop said earlier, and I would love to spend the pre-market with you guys.
What was that? What did I say?
I can't. I've tried. I
Oh.
will, because I promised this group, the Aftermarket, that one day I would do a screen recording of Nate evaluating L2 on a trade, and I still want to do that. So I'm going to get up, but I have found that pre-market. I don't know, John. You tell me. In the pre-market, a good day's what? Maybe 6 trades in the pre-market? 5? 3? How many?
About that, probably about four
Okay.
good trades.
So 4:30 to 8:30, that's one trade every hour. Yeah, I'll sleep. Okay. And
Yeah.
I think the other thing that really scares me, Dawn, and I know you'll laugh at this. I know NVIDIA is cyclical. I am more scared about not being able to put a stop limit on a $1.50 stock than I am about putting no stop on an $850 stock. I don't know why. It just, maybe because every time I get in too late and it always goes down and I don't know what I'm doing. I get more petrified in pre-market. And, you know, Nate's just sitting back, chilling, talking about crustables. Just hey guys. Hey guys,
He's in and out so damn fast.
Yeah. Well, you have to practice, and that happened to me this morning. What was the one of the hot stock picks, the APM or the, what was it, Don?
PHG or something like that.
It started with an A.
APM.
The one that,
APM, yeah.
So I was in that, right? I was in that on. It was just like I need that. That's why I'm like I need to.
I'm pissed about that one.
Hold on. I was in that though, and I just set up my Webull with, you know, turbo trading and everything, but trying to get off my phone. So I was doing desktop and I couldn't get out of it. And it was just like what Bucket said. It's just like, I don't panic when NVIDIA or SMCI, when it's going down, but I was like panicking. It was like over $70. And I'm in here going, you know, I don't want to start my day. Because it was like, for me, it's psychology. It's like, I don't want to start my day red. You know, because I already had my dumb Tesla thing. I was like, no, I can't like start my day even redder. I'm not doing it.
I did the same crap. I got 10 of them.
And then, of course, when we were watching the mastermind class, when we were on the mastermind class with the coach today, and he pointed out how much that thing ran, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah,
but I just like let that go. I don't know how many thousands I would have made. You know, if I just
got 10. I just got 10 because anything over like $4 or $5, you know, I'm not gonna. But I was like, damn it, Dawn, if you had gotten 100 shares, because I was seriously contemplating getting 100 shares of that, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna put a Danny DeVito. I'm just gonna get 10 just to get in it. And I'm like, when it went down, I was down like $4 or $5. I'm like, okay. I said the same thing you did, Raindrop. I said, I'm not doing this today with this stock. I'm not gonna let it, you know, go down $40 or whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and get out of it. Well, if I had left it, that would have been $100 and something because I had it at like $5. That would have been what it got to like $15 a day. I would have tripled what I had. And then if I had went on ahead and gone rogue and gotten 100 shares, that would have been $1,500 for 5. So
that's why we need to look at
that's
why we need to look at the top stock. You know, the mover is like.
But you never know. You never know which one is going to.
That's why I want to keep going back to them.
You explained to me why at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, I am more nervous about putting $50 into one of the pre-market hot stocks, $50, than I am buying an NVIDIA call for 5,000.
Well, it's
you can't control it.
Yeah, well, also because NVIDIA had crazy earnings. It's like a real, you know, company. It's like these other things are just news, and you don't really know. Sorry, not that they're not real companies, but because you don't know them, because you don't know the stock. That's the problem, and that's why I panicked this morning. I was just like, you know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the pre-market, and it's awesome. But I'm older than you two, and I need sleep. I don't know. Yeah. I'll be honest. Mark McSee, at his age, I don't know how he does it. I honestly don't. He's there at 4 a.m. I mean, he usually is here at 8 p.m. So listen, if he gets off here and decides to spend a little time with his wife or just relax or do something else, I mean, you're talking 4, 5. I can't, guys. I can't.
Yeah.
I will for a specific reason, and I have done it, like that NVIDIA day when you were amazed I was on at open, because I was just psyched for the NVIDIA earnings. But you too, Dawn, and I don't mean to take it away from you, but I want to call Mark McSee on this thing old, not you. See, so that's how that works. I'm gonna call Mark old, and you guys just young. There is a question that finally did pop up for you two, and you'll be able to answer this however you think best. A gentleman by the name of Todd said, I purchased the mastermind class today. Can you give me a 30-second snapshot? Because I'm excited and I know it's going to take a couple days to get it. So if you could, a 30-second snapshot of what you're allowed to say. I don't know what you two can say, but go ahead.
I'll let you do it, Don.
Yeah, we'll let you do it.
Gee, thanks for letting me do it.
You know what I want to say?
If you want to run your show, Don, go ahead.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to say. Just wait for the link. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, because you can't snapshot that.
No.
You can't. Like, he covered so much stuff that all I can say is just wait for the link. You'll be pleasantly surprised. It's very targeted, and he answered a lot of questions. So the cool thing is, if you have questions, most likely they were asked during that time, and he answered them. So yeah, wait for the link. It's coming. He's pretty quick with that stuff. So
and just spend your time, until you get the link, like setting up your desktop and everything. If you haven't already done that, it's like Webull. It's really great for paper trading. Get your mechanics down, and you can just start practicing. So
I'm going to ask you both as the non-participant. Do you think what you all learned today and what Coach taught met and exceeded and gave people who saw that for the first time the strategy, setup, or foundation to grow their small account?
If that was your first time, hell to the yes.
Okay. Oh my God, totally.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's only going to get better. I mean, I can't wait for the next mastermind on options.
Yeah, he said mastering options. Oh,
yeah. I mean, I don't know if I can wait that long.
Now for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so that's he gave a teaser in Discord.
Yeah. I don't during the class he said that at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. During the credit scene.
So Todd, the answer to your question is 30-second snapshot.
Oh, yay! It's 10.
He gave you both the foundation mechanics that are necessary.
You're in the next room, Ted.
I know, it's like we're next door neighbors.
And you're in the same state, so now I'm really getting worried.
Should we tell them the truth?
Yeah.
I'm not only Coach's brother, but I'm Raindrop's cousin.
Yes.
That was a good save.
How are you, sir?
I know, right? You got to be judicious with your punchlines. How is everybody?
It's so nice to see you.
You're up, Ted.
I miss you.
Today, huh?
Yeah, good day today. So tell us about your day, Ted.
What did you do?
Oh, yes, I
did well with, I did 20K today.
Woo, nice.
And it was
amazing.
Was it spread out across a few stocks or one stock or what?
So yes, SMCI, NVIDIA, and crowdsourced, but I'm still holding on to that because I really feel like it's going to go up.
Hey, Dawn.
Yeah.
Doesn't Ted start sounding like Nate? Okay, I'm going to replay this. Hey, Ted, how did you do today? I made 20K. Okay.
Right.
Doesn't explain it. Doesn't show any excitement. 4 months ago, he's like, hey, I made a K today. I may not actually interview for these positions. Yeah, I made 20K today. I made 20K today. Oh, I had a bad,
Every day it's the same thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ted,
How much yesterday? It was like 20K yesterday, right, or something.
Yeah. So 20K. October, I was looking at. It was interesting because
I don't keep good notes. I mean, I don't do spreadsheets or anything like that in terms of documenting. I figure that all that data is kind of trapped in the platforms anyway. So if I want it, I can look at it. In October, I started to click, and what did I say? In October, I think I did like 5K for the month, and I was like, okay, that's good. Then November, I did 10K, and then December, I did 15K, and I was like, okay, I'm really onto something. And now I'm up over 250 for the year, so it's just like it's going in a really nice direction.
I think this might be my 5K month. I'm not gonna try to talk it up, but I think this might be my
Nice.
5K month.
Nice. So yeah, 300K total since October.
Awesome, Ted. You have a question. DJ Jenny wants to know, why did your crowd sell off?
I think there was just massive profit taking, and I do think that there's some hedgers that want to keep it down, right? You know, Bucket, we kind of notice this sometimes.
Yeah.
And the same thing's going on with Pan W, is that by all rights, Pan W should be going up, but I think that there's this tamping down that occurs on some stocks, and that's what seems to be going on with crowd. The good news in the after hours, they don't control it that well. And that's what we've been noticing with SMCI and NVIDIA, that the after hours suddenly becomes this wild, wild west show where, you know, there's some interesting things that happen. I haven't looked recently, but how is NVIDIA doing in the after hours?
They're flat tonight, but
it's dropping profusely now. It was flat, now it's dropping.
So,
Okay, yeah.
Ted, this is what I was saying to Raindrop earlier about the one thing I've noticed about SMCI is it's almost like your best play on SMCI is before close because it does more in the aftermarket and pre-market and sometimes than it does in the day.
Now that's subject to change, right? So
absolutely.
Yeah, that's just recently that I started doing that.
Yeah.
Oh wow, NVIDIA did.
Yeah, look at that.
I think the entire market's a little bit
tired.
Boy, I have to hand it to Raindrop. I think her calling out MicroStrategy. I did do well with MicroStrategy today.
Did you do that trade?
Yeah, I made 2K off of that.
I didn't.
Awesome.
And I kill myself for not.
I saw it and I tried to. I know I couldn't trade it because my account wasn't big enough. But cool.
No, yeah, you know, it was all that accidental. Remember, Bucket? I think we're in the Zoom chat, and when
I sent the news and it was the wrong stock.
Yeah, you told me the news on what was it? SMCI.
I thought it was SMCI, but it was MSTR.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. MicroStrategy. Yeah.
So Webull accidentally put the MicroStrategy data or the news in the SMCI,
which is super micron, right?
Right. So what was really interesting there is it just so happened, and maybe that's why the news was put in there, because it was reminding us of what happened to SMCI a couple weeks back, where it tanked all day long, just boom, 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 went down, down, down. It must have gone down like 100.
Yeah, it was insane.
Oh, it was way more than it was insane.
So we dug into it, and it was because this is a sophisticated strategy, but since SMCI sold bonds, zero interest bonds, those holders of the zero interest bonds were actually hedging by placing puts against SMCI, and that just caused this kind of waterfall of just implosion.
This is SMCI here.
Okay, yeah, that's today, but this was a couple weeks back.
Yeah, it was 200. Remember, it ran up over 2 days. It ran up $285, and in one day it lost 185.
Yeah, and that was because of the bond offering.
The bond offering. We found out later.
Very next day, what did it do? It went up.
Ran up $100.
Mm-hmm.
So in the back of my mind, and this is what we were talking about, was okay, we've seen this movie before. Let's keep our eye on MicroStrategy the next day after this bond sell-off that they went through. And again, it was totally fortuitous that news came in about MicroStrategy to the people that could digest it and understood it, the SMCI investors. So I don't know if that was on purpose on Weeble's part, but it was very fortuitous.
Yeah, that was cool because I love being able to identify patterns like that, where I was able to go, wait a minute, we got to watch this, to watch this one, because I mean, if I had a bigger account, it's like I would have played both sides. I would have, bought puts and then waited and gone the other way, knowing that that's what was happening.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and get ready to shut down a little bit, guys, because it's 8:00 and
DJ,
time to go hang out with the wife and eat some dinner.
Okay, so DJ asked the question, did I hold any for tomorrow? Are you talking about CrowdStrike, DJ?
Yeah, he's talking about CrowdStrike.
CrowdStrike, I actually held it all. Because I mean, tomorrow, if all things are equal, I mean, my expiration is until next Friday. And I just felt like there's this coiled spring. I've used that term before, Don.
Right, the coiled spring.
I feel like there's this coiled spring of value in CrowdStrike that it's worth much more than what it says it's worth right now. So we'll see.
Cool.
It's a gamble. We're always gambling, right?
Yep. Thank you, Diesel, Dan, John, and Angela for the tips. I appreciate you guys, big time. Thank you. And shout out to everybody that came in down there: TJ, Miguel, Diesel, Dan, everybody that's down there in the chat. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Bucket, Raindrop, Ted, for coming in and hanging out for a little bit. And hopefully everybody got something out of the mastermind class that attended today. And don't worry, whoever asked for the snapshot of it, the link will be there within the next few days, and you'll be able to just sit back, relax, and watch it in its entirety.
Yeah, and tune in tomorrow for I think that there are going to be some really good earnings plays tomorrow. So tune in.
Bucket Happy got earnings.
Salivating.
Yeah.
And
just a plug in, it's like, if you're watching this, it's like, come and join us. The coach is awesome. Come in. I mean, this group, the coach is changing my life. I mean, I didn't know any of the stuff that I now know, in just a few short months.
No, so yeah. You are a welcome team member, and that's awesome. All the insight that you bring is great. Gilly, did you not make it to the panel today?
Is Gilly in there? Oh my God, Gilly hasn't been here in like a week. He's been tied up, man.
He's with his
dad. It's his dad's birthday today.
Aw,
that's a good excuse.
Love you, Gilly.
We'll let that excuse run.
All right.
Good night, all.
Right.
See you guys bright and early.
I'm going to hit everybody off with the commercial one more time before we go, and then we're out. Everybody have a great night.
It's got to be the mouse commercial. I love that. That's my
favorite. Do that one.
I don't have that loaded in here.
Okay, you opened a Pandora's box here, Dawn.
What?
I watch her videos. She's made some very nice videos. Do you know the only persons that's not in any of them? Yeah, me.
Oh.
Just FYI.
Am I in a video?
Hey, Raindrop, don't worry. You're going to be in the next one.
No, something. I tell you what. There is there's something that is on TikTok that I put on there, and you're on there very briefly, but you're saying what you made for the day. And then TJ comes in and says a number higher, and he says, I got you by 60%, Bucket, or something like that. So check his TikTok out. You're in one of those.
TJ.
Yeah. I get the one TikTok that has 2 views, and this that gets 5,000. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy.
In all fairness, though, a lot of them were made before you came, Bucket.
Yeah, let's show another video.
Got back into making them.
Let's show another video of Ted and Raindrop. Let's go. Come on, share the
Oh,
video.
is there one of 10 raindrop?
Huh?
Is
I
there
want
one
to
of
see raindrop. You're everywhere. You know.
raindrop?
No, but I am gonna go play with that that one where the guy's singing about supporting us.
Now that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome, Ted. Cool.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Everybody have a good one.
See you
Bye-bye.
bright and early.
This is the VIP Gold membership. If you buy the VIP Gold, it's $4,000 for the year. If you just want to add it onto your existences, it's only $1,500. We now, for VIP Gold members, have weekend mastermind class, free 1-hour text, VIP Gold help desk support. You get moved right to the front of the line. You're also going to get our brand new news service. We've never done this before. We're also going to be offering, for the first time, we've never done this before at American Dream Trading, some afternoon breakout sessions. So sign up right now. And by the way, don't hold me to that add-on price of $1,500, because I originally wanted to do it at $2,500, and I'm sure I'm going to end up going up to that price. The VIP Gold add-on is $2,500 a year. VIP is where it is at.